Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 669 for February 2025. February features Mars and Jupiter turning direct, a Pisces new moon, and a Leo full moon with a grand cross aspect pattern. We also have a T-square and a Thor's hammer, focused on committed partnership, a Grand Trine supporting selfless service, and much more. By the way, I'm now shifting to monthly forecast. This will give you a lot more advanced planning opportunity so you can make the best use of these astrological energies. And a quick note before we move on, you can take your relationship to the next level and save up to $100 with my Valentine's special on relationship astrology readings. Understand the unique alchemy you create with another person. This reading is ideal for marriage, romance, business, family, and any other important relationship. This consultation, also called synastry, begins with relationship-focused natal interpretations for each of you. I then look at both of your current and future events. This helps to clarify whether specific issues are permanent or temporary. Finally, I analyze your relationship's hardwired challenges and strengths. Save up to $100 when you prepay by Valentine's Day, that's February 14th. Then schedule your relationship astrology session at your convenience. Click the link in the show notes or go to astroshaman.com/Valentine. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. Be sure to subscribe to This Week in Astrology, and if you haven't already, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. In fact, I announce our February winner during this episode. Keep your ears peeled if you've entered. Look for timestamps in the show notes so you can jump right to the day you want. As of February 1st, the moon is waxing. We have 2 retrograde planets, including Mars through February 23rd, and 4 continuing aspect patterns. See details and links to all this in the show notes. All right, let's go. Saturday, February 1st. February opens with the wondrous possibilities of a Venus-Neptune conjunction, with both planets at 28 degrees Pisces. Venus rules relationships, and Neptune wants to make you one with everything, so you can enjoy a deeper energetic blending in your relationships. This includes not only human relationships, but your conscious partnership with your higher self. To make this divine connection quickly, easily, and consistently, try my free Embodied Awakening invocation. That's linked in the show notes, or go to astroshaman.com/invocations. Venus is also the artist, and Neptune is the flow of creative inspiration. Be sure to make time for your imaginative pursuits. Finally, Venus rules money. Stay alert for divine guidance in your financial matters, and be sure to exercise due diligence before committing a significant sum. Venus and Neptune come together in Pisces, the sign with the same archetypal energy as Neptune. This makes your potential for spiritual awakening, creative inspiration, and divine guidance even stronger. P.S. Venus and Jupiter are quintile on February 3rd. That's Venus 29 Pisces and Jupiter at 11 Gemini. This can add expansive energy and good fortune to everything I just described. On Monday, February 3rd, it's a great time for trauma healing as Mars squares Chiron. Mars 20 Cancer, Chiron 20 Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer, and Mars is in the emotionally intense sign of Cancer. The square can invite you to turn the corner on your old emotional wounds. Most people don't have a quick and effective method for healing old traumas. If you're among them, consider giving my free healing invocation a try. Many people have been astounded at how rapidly this simple technique can clear emotional challenges, even trauma they've carried since childhood. Hint, it works so well because your higher self does the healing for you. Again, that's at astroshaman.com/invocations, or it's linked in the show notes. Are you a healer or wisdom giver? This Mars-Chiron square can empower you to do your best work ever. On Tuesday, February 4th, Jupiter turns direct at 4:40 a.m. That's 4:40 a.m. EST at 11 degrees Gemini. He turned retrograde about 4 months ago on October 9th. This is a great time to put his planetary themes into action. Jupiter has more meanings than any other planet, so pick the ones that carry the most resonance for you. Higher education, formal or self-guided as a student, acting as a professor, philosopher, guru, or other wisdom giver, foreign travel and influences, religion, philosophy, and the meaning of life, living life as a quest or adventure, enjoying celebration, euphoria, and enthusiasm. Endlessly expansive Jupiter is the planet most likely to overdo things, so be careful not to throw too many irons into the fire. Jupiter can also falsely believe that it has the one true way, so don't succumb to street corner preacher syndrome. With Jupiter in Gemini, this is also a great time to lean into learning, writing, teaching, and overall communication. On Thursday, February 6th, committed partnership is the focus of a T-square that starts today, peaks on Valentine's Day, that's the 14th, and ends on February 21st. It includes the Sun, Ceres, Juno, and Uranus. As it turns out, this T-square is part of a Grand Cross aspecting the Leo full moon on February 12th, and that Grand Cross interpretation will be coming up shortly in this episode. Note, my Grand Cross interpretation includes Mercury and the Moon, which are not part of this T-square, but I mainly interpret Mercury in terms of effective communication, which is always essential for healthy relating. And the joyous emotions I attribute to the Leo moon can arise spontaneously even without lunar stimulation. On Sunday, February 9th, you can benefit from two helpful aspects today. A Sun-Mercury conjunction at 21 Aquarius can help you think and communicate with enhanced originality and can help you catch more intuitive hits. An Energizer Bunny Mars-Saturn trine can make it easier for you to go the extra mile. This steady Eddy energy can help you be more effective as a warrior, pioneer, sexual being, or entrepreneur. On Monday the 10th and Tuesday the 11th, get ready to catch intuitive hits and think outside the box as two personal planets square Uranus on consecutive days. There's a Mercury-Uranus square, Mercury 23 Aquarius, Uranus 23 Taurus on February 10th, followed by a Sun-Uranus square, Sun 23 Aquarius, Uranus 23 Taurus on February 11th. These squares are part of a Grand Cross aspect pattern within the Leo full moon on February 12th. You can understand these squares within that larger context there. And again, that's coming up soon. In fact, it's coming up right now. On Wednesday, February 12th, a full moon illuminates the sky at 8:53 a.m. EST at 24 Leo. Any Leo full moon is great for release or adjustment in your actions as a leader or entertainer. You can also make changes in how you interact with children or your own inner child. You can also look at how you're doing with rest, recreation, and play. Aspects. This full moon is dominated by a Grand Cross, the one I've been mentioning, which is astrology's most intense aspect pattern. This full moon's Grand Cross includes the Moon, Sun, Mercury, Ceres, Juno, and Uranus. One positive way to integrate these planetary energies is to take an innovative approach, Uranus, to your communication, Mercury, in your committed partnerships, Juno. These relationships could be romantic, familial, friendship, business-related, and more. Is your current way of communicating stirring up old trauma, Ceres, Juno, and Scorpio, for either or both of you? A better approach could lead to a harvest, Ceres, of joyous emotions, Moon in Leo. This improved communication approach could help you become more inspired and electrified. You could also more easily embody the one-of-a-kind qualities you're here to express in your life. Everything I just said relates to the Sun in Aquarius. The best formal communication approach I know is nonviolent communication. Its oftener method, OFNR, lets each person express all the following to their partner: their observation of the situation, their feelings about it, their needs, and their request to get their needs met. Many people are intimidated by the idea of trauma healing, mainly because they don't know how easy it can be. Thousands have healed their emotional pain with my free healing invocation. It's hard to believe how quick and easy trauma healing can be until you delegate the work to your higher self. As I mentioned already, it's in the show notes and at astroshaman.com/invocations. You can also use selected planets from the Grand Cross. Mercury is the planet of human mind, while Uranus represents divine mind. So, this full moon can help you catch more intuitive hits than take courageous, Leo, action on them. Intuition comes from your higher self, which created your human self in the first place. You'll always come out ahead when you follow its infallible guidance. This full moon also features two aspects outside the Grand Cross. A moon Chiron trine can help your healing work flow more easily. It can also smooth the way for you to give or receive wise counsel. Finally, a Jupiter quintile can give you a fairy dust sprinkling of joy, abundance, and good luck. Jupiter's placement in Gemini can also amplify your ability to communicate. This can be outwardly to those around you and inwardly with your higher self and divine allies. This full moon Sabian symbol is a butterfly with the right wing more perfectly formed. Politically, this could be a punny recognition that right-wing parties are currently gaining power across the world. On a personal level, remember that a butterfly needs both wings to fly. Even if the right wing is more perfectly formed, the left wing remains essential. You can't fly to your destination without it. None of us is perfect. All of us have parts that are more perfectly formed than others. But it's only by embracing all our parts that we become more whole and get closer to perfection. If a part needs healing, do your best to heal it. If a part is as good as it can get, embrace it as it is and appreciate whatever it can do. I'll have the rest of the forecast, including Mars turning direct and that Pisces new moon, right after this brief message. Your life's greatest window of opportunity is probably happening right now. Astrology's gods of change are triple teaming most of your natal chart for over 5 years. Make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Click the link in the show notes to learn more, or go to astroshaman.com/special. On Friday, February 14th, the T-square with Sun, Ceres, Juno, and Uranus that started on the 6th peaks today on the 14th and ends on the 21st. On Saturday, February 15th, committed partnerships are the focus of even more astrological energy as a Thor's hammer begins. It starts today on the 15th, peaks on the 20th, and ends on the 25th. It includes the Sun, Mars, and Juno. Juno is already the focus of a T-square and the Grand Cross in the February 12th full moon. The new force in this Thor's hammer is Mars. His sesquare with Juno further boosts the intensity of your committed partnership dynamics. Mars also rules sex and conflict. If appropriate, I recommend more of the former than the latter. On Tuesday, February 18th, the Sun enters Pisces at 5:07 a.m. EST. All manifestations of Piscean energy will be easier to use for the next month. I described these at the beginning of my February 27th Pisces New Moon forecast, coming up later in this episode. On Thursday, February 20th, the Thor's hammer with Sun, Mars, and Juno that started on the 15th peaks today on the 20th and ends on the 25th. And on Thursday and Friday, February 20 and 21, get ready to focus on your mental tasks. Learning, writing, teaching, and communication are massively energized as Mercury makes 3 aspects in 2 days. Put on your thinking cap as Mercury is lit up by Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. Here are the aspects. On the 20th, Mercury quintile Uranus, that's Mercury 11 Pisces, Uranus at 23 Taurus. That's at 11:41 a.m. EST. Also on the 20th, Mercury square Jupiter, Mercury 12 Pisces, Jupiter 12 Gemini. That's at 3:13 p.m. EST. And on the 21st, Mercury trine Mars, Mercury 17 Pisces, Mars 17 Cancer, and that's at 11:58 a.m. EST. On Sunday, February 23rd, Mars turns direct today at 9 p.m. EST. That's at 17 degrees Cancer. He went retrograde 79 days ago on December 6th, and that was around 6 degrees Leo. If Mars' direct turn was the sole consideration, this would be a great time to burst out of the starting gate. After all, Mars is the planet of action. However, Significant new beginnings have a lot more astrological support under a waxing moon. If you can wait until the Pisces new moon on February 27th at 7:48 p.m. EST, you'll have more planetary wind in your sails. With that said, Mars turning direct is a great time to take action as a warrior, pioneer, entrepreneur, or sexual being. You can also put significant energy into anything you want to start or rev up. Mars turns direct in Cancer, so you can also take action in the areas of home, family, security, and emotional healing. On Monday, February 24th, you can potently embody warrior goddess energy as Pluto conjuncts Pallas Athena at 3 degrees Aquarius. Pallas will fight when she must, but you can also take advantage of her gentler methods. These include win-win mediation, negotiation, and diplomacy. With both planets in Aquarius, think outside the box to generate innovative solutions. On Tuesday, February 25th, your selfless service to a higher cause gets strong and harmonious support, thanks to a Grand Trine that includes the Sun, Mars, and Vesta. It starts today on February 25th, peaks on March 7th, and ends on March 18th. The Sun's placement in Pisces enables you to embody more unconditional love and compassion, and Mars' placement in Cancer lets you take heart-centered action. On Tuesday, February 25th, and Thursday, the 27th, your mental powers get further boosting, thanks to Mercury aspects 2 days apart. On the 25th, a Mercury-Saturn conjunction at 20 Pisces can improve your mental focus and discipline. This is a great time to ponder serious subjects or figure out how to handle important responsibilities. With both planets in Pisces, you have extra energy available for law of attraction manifestation. Pisces rules visualization, while Saturn rules crystallization. This setup is also great for deepening your embodied awakening. In this context, Pisces rules divine oneness, and Saturn rules physical embodiment. Mercury is the mental focus you bring to this euphoric experience. 2 days later, on February 27th, Mercury sextiles Uranus. Mercury 24 Pisces, Uranus 24 Taurus. This lets your mind catch more intuitive hits and stir up creative brainstorms. Stretch your imagination. On Thursday, February 27th, a new moon lines up at 7:45 p.m. EST. That's at 10 degrees Pisces. Any Pisces new moon is ideal for new energy toward spiritual awakening and inspired creativity. You can operate in the zone more easily, work more skillfully with your dreams, and cultivate more unconditional love and compassion. Be careful not to energize the dark side of Pisces. It can include substance abuse, addiction, aimless drifting, or acting as a victim. Aspects. This new moon's strongest aspect is a powerful Jupiter square. For starters, since Jupiter expands whatever it touches, this aspect adds power to all the Piscean potentials I just talked about. Jupiter is our solar system's biggest gas giant. Accordingly, it holds more meanings than any other planet. This gives you many themes on which you could focus. I covered those earlier, but I'll give you another run through here. You could start or dive deeper into a meaningful course of study. If you've already gained significant knowledge in an area, you could teach your wisdom to others. You could do some foreign travel or dive into other cultures' mind-expanding influences closer to home. You could devote yourself to religion, philosophy, or the meaning of life, and you can view all of life as a great quest. Jupiter also rules joy, euphoria, and fun. Make time to celebrate. It's also worth noting that Jupiter is in Gemini. This can boost your learning, writing, teaching, and overall communication. The luminaries make a loose Grand Trine with Mars and Vesta. This can spark your selfless service to a worthy cause and help it flow more smoothly. And Mars can harmoniously energize any new moon goals you set. Our final new moon aspect is a tight Venus semi-sextile. With Venus in fiery Aries, this can help you surge fresh energy into relationships, creativity, or finances. This new moon's Sabian symbol is an aviator in the clouds. This aspirational image encourages you to fly high, to achieve your dreams. Also, I'm delighted to share this 5-star Amazon review of my book from Margaret. She titled it, "Seems Too Good to Be True, but It Works." She said, "From the first time I did Benjamin's invocations, my mind chatter stopped, energy came down through the top of my head, and I felt a deep peace and calm. I've been on my spiritual path for many years now and was amazed how quickly these invocations worked. I'm feeling much more ease and flow throughout the day. In addition, I've noticed a softening of my hip pain since using the healing invocation. The book is easy to read and has very clear instructions. Benjamin's website has an abundance of information to help those who want more support. I would highly recommend giving these invocations a try." End quote. Thanks for the review, Margaret. My #1 bestseller is called Instant Divine Assistance, your complete guide to fast and easy spiritual awakening, healing, and more. If you like to listen, my audiobook is free if you're not yet an Audible member. Instant Divine Assistance is also available as an ebook, paperback, and hardcover. Click a link in the show notes to check it out on Audible or Amazon, or read it in Kindle Unlimited. Also, would you like to speed up your healing and awakening as part of an uplifting community of dedicated awakeners like you? Then check out Awakening Plus, my affordable online membership that can put your personal transformation into high gear. You can choose from about 15 Zoom calls every month, as well as an ever-expanding archive of over 750 events that can profoundly change your life. You'll also benefit from 4 major courses and much more to help you awaken, heal, and thrive. To find out more, click the link in the show notes or visit awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com. I mentioned at the top of the show, we're going to announce our free session winner for February. It is Judith, and this is the only Judith who has entered with a Comcast.net email. If that's you, Judith, pop me an email, benjamin@astroshaman.com, and we'll get you set up with your free reading. Congratulations. And to you as well, thank you for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn all about this and more at astroshaman.com. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text is 828-338-9852. I'd love to connect with you. We're wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode to help others discover it. And here's a quick reminder that you can take your relationship to the next level and save up to $100 with my Valentine's special on relationship astrology readings. Check it out in the show notes or at astroshaman.com/Valentine. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.